wanted it back, so he's like, I don't have the money, I'll give you 200 and just break you. Okay, that's good.
Nah, yeah, absolutely. Those things hold their value for sure.
Only thing is it has a little dent on the bottom.
Yeah, but
That's a cool.
how well can you keep a cue? You know what I mean? It's like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Absolutely right.
If you don't knock it over, somebody else will. You know, it's just one of those things.
Yep.
They move a chair,
Absolutely.
don't know what's resting there. Clunk, clunk.
You know, I had a guy once borrow a cue from me to shoot in a tournament. Halfway through his match, he started beating the table with it.
Thank you very much.
Wow, what a guy.
Yeah, I just, sorry, I should have said something. Yeah, just for a second, I had to restart it.
The only balls off pocket were right then, and you shut the camera off. Never played with these Predator balls before. It's a little. I like it.
I don't even know you're gonna play. Abe, are you putting the other balls out, or are they playing with those?
Those are it. Those will have good meaning.
Oh, those are the ones you got? Okay, never mind. My bad.
Yeah, those are the.
And I'll ask Matt, because I've got a set of tournament cups out in my truck.
You guys can work it out.
Yeah, it's up to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I like these. These are alright.
about the. So I think we all know what the game is. It's 10 ball, race to 11. We're talked about. No, I'm sorry, early tens, right? Except for the break, obviously.
Right.
And then free foul rule is in effect. Okay. Race to 11. If there's any timeouts needed, do it on your inning.
Right.
Okay. And then if there's any questionable calls, call me over. I'll take the phone. We'll slow-mo video it, and then usually with that, you guys will be able to figure it out, right? So there shouldn't be any points of contention. You guys any questions?
Loser option, right?
Loser option, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that, and then
what other points of concern?
jump. Are you putting the
You can
pad?
jump.
Okay, you putting the pad under?
For breaks.
Okay.
Jumps just play it as it is. And then scorekeeping wise, if you're not familiar with this, it's just up here. These pick your side.
Okay.
This side's sometimes finicky, so just I'll be keeping score as well on the stream, but this is more for you guys. Just keep track for yourselves.
Okay.
Pick a side, and then it's just the top left and the top right button.
Okay.
Reset. And if you need to reset, you can just hold it down.
Do
We
have
got
headphones
the
in,
turtle
okay?
rack here.
I don't care.
I assume you guys are good with the Templar rack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, just for ease of use, you can just put it right here, and that way you guys know where it's at.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then, let's see here. Who's going to break? Yeah, let's flip a coin. Unless you guys want to lag.
Flag. All right. I mean, it's all
Cool. All right.
all done high class and
You
stuff.
got it.
Let's do that.
Again, if you're not comfortable or if you need anything, if it gets too cold in here, let me know because I just got the AC in. So I'm trying to figure out what's the comfortable spot right now. So, Matt, let me know if it's too cold or too warm in here, and I'll make an adjustment.
All right.
All right. All right.
All right. Shoot, Bubba. I might have moved a little hard. Oh, I got it, I think. Hey, if you want to look at the lag, it was bad, but
Is it close?
It's actually, it looks like it's like good on this side, but then you look on the other side, it looks good.
oh yeah,
It's pretty close.
Oh wow, you guys are good.
That's not the ruler. Wow, already.
This is gonna be good. Let me see. I just want to see if it's even close.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on the Kappa Vortex stream. My name is Mark Ballin. I'm joined by Mike Laus.
Hey, what's happening?
Oh, we need to mute the sound on our end here. Apologies for that.
So we're just about to get started here. They're flipping a coin.
And it looks like, no, they lagged.
Oh, okay.
This is the result of the lag, and they're measuring this because they are not sure who won this lag. So they're trying to figure it out. And I think it's just a dead tie. It looks like they're going to relag. All right. I haven't seen people tie on a lag in a long time. Looks like Steve's going to get that one. Okay, so yeah, we got a pretty good match tonight. We've got Steve Strange versus Matt Hardwick. This is a race to 11, 10 ball. Looks like there is an early 10 rule. They're also playing with a 3 foul rule. And the loser of the rack has the option to play a second set. Loser of the set. Loser of the rack. We'll have to mention it after we take a break at some point.
To my knowledge, none of those scores from the past Vortex events have been reported.
And then I haven't heard word one since.
I think it's a cool way to, get some robustness in your Fargo without going around and playing tournaments. I guess it's cool that you can report one-on-one action matches or whatever. Obviously, it's prone to falsified reporting if somebody wanted to do that. So that could be one small issue with it.
Sure, fair enough. I mean, the Fargo system is pretty robust in general, so at the end of the day, if you're doing that, you are trying to like game the Fargo system, and that's a little difficult to do, but it's not unheard of. It just takes a lot of effort if that's really what you're setting out to do.
That is awesome. I like that, man. Thanks for having me.
Also, there's been some changes. I believe we've seen this table once on the stream since Abe had it installed. But he's done some work recently. Abe got a nice new air conditioner installed in the room, so it's nice and chilly in there.
And I think this is the first match with the newer cloth on the table.
Yes, and then I was getting to that. It has not. It has been refelted since the last time we saw this table, so a lot of improvements going on here, which is really great. Looks like a dry break. It's hard to tell if the 1 goes by the 6 here. I want to say it doesn't.
Looks like he's looking at running it into the 6 and maybe just trying to use the 4 as the blocker.
It was a good hit, but there's not really any safety here. Obviously, you can see the entire 1, but
I'm thinking Matt's going to shoot at this combination, probably.
very likely,
maybe.
yeah. The good part about that is you can use the 4 ball to hold your cue ball. So if he makes the combination, he should be pretty well set up on the 1. The 1 should drift down towards the corner pocket also. See if we can take a look at it from over here and get a better idea of the angle. So maybe he can't hit the 1 actually. Okay. Also not going to be entirely safe. Looks like he's going to have a full shot at the 1. What happened here with camera 2? Are we losing a camera already? This would be bad. It's gonna marry right up on that 7 ball.
Good shot. Looks like the 1 railer cross is his best option here.
Yeah, he's called the bottom right-hand corner pocket. He's just really hoping to hit this, and maybe he'll get lucky and slice it in, but any contact is pretty difficult. It's not an easy 1 railer.
If he catches this kind of full in the face or slightly on the bottom side of it, it's possible his cue ball will scratch.
Yeah, he went a little far and missed it entirely. See if we can pull up camera 2 now. There it goes. Okay. I was worried we were losing the camera already.
So I wonder if he's going to be eyeballing up maybe a potential 3 foul here. He's looking at an easy safety here behind this.
That's the
2 ball.
Yeah. If he can lock it between the 2 and the rail, it's going to be really, really tight. He didn't quite get that, but he did get fully behind the 2 ball. The 8 is obviously in the way. As well as the 3 if he's trying to go 1 rail. Looks
Yeah.
like you can go on the...
He's going to have to check this up with a bunch of left here. And he did. He made a good hit. Good shot.
Okay, at least avoid danger for the moment.
So he won't be on 2 fouls. That's a nice shot.
A little bit unfortunate with how full he hit the 2 ball. But yeah, pretty good shot in general. Taking no chances here.
Oh, wow. Kicked it straight in.
Great kick shot.
Got hooked again.
Looks like he's immediately going for the jump cue. Gonna go ahead and try and shoot this 3 in the bottom side here. It's a decent attempt there. Holding the cue ball was really important on that shot, which he did very well. Didn't make it, but that's pretty tough.
Matt's pretty strong with that jump cue. He can get over balls from pretty close up. I'm not so gifted with it. I need a little bit more space, but he likes it.
I would expect to see him try and duck behind the 7 here. I think that's
kinda
what he tried.
He caught that a little full. So the 4 doesn't pass the 7 ball, so there's not, well, he'll give it a shot anyway. I was going to say there's not any real value in making the 3, but he went ahead and made it. Now he's going to probably play safe here on the 4. Yeah. Good shot.
That's really well done there. That is not the one I was looking for. Sorry about this. I wanted that one. That's the one I wanted. Looks like he's electing to just tie up the 7 and the 6 here, which is an interesting choice. Trying to create an issue. I believe the 6-7 combination plays just fine now.
Slightly off angle. 6 is a little bit closer to the rail than the 7, so it's still makeable. Oh, he might be trying the 3 ball combo here, or
he could be trying
maybe a
to.
safety.
With how he's lining up, I'm not really seeing how he would play safe there. My first thought was you could be able to try and shoot the 4 past the 6 and freeze it between the 6 and the rail. Is he just trying to shoot this and break that
So I
out
think
right
he's
now?
trying to. That's a good question. Well,
Interesting way to try and get safe. Okay. I see the effort there. Didn't
came
quite
awfully
get there.
Awfully close, but left the edge of the ball. Well, Johnny, we played a stream match a while back on this table, but since that match, this has been recovered. It's got new cloth on it. Pretty sure it's the Simonis 860 HR. Yeah, and it looks good. The table's been cleaned up a bit. There's air conditioning been installed in this room very recently, so that's a huge addition. It's going to make it a lot nicer to play in here. It's a little warm down here in South Orange County during the summer months.
Oh, especially with this heat wave we had recently. It was unbearable out here for a little while. Okay, looks like Steve's going to be trying to masse around this 9. It's about a half ball masse. So it's pretty steep, and he's got to go a long way with it.
Look at
How
this
well
one.
did that go? Fantastic hit. Absolutely brilliant shot there.
They're bringing out the trick shots early tonight.
So he should be able to draw straight back and miss the 6. He might have the option to nudge the 6 if he wants. Looks like he elected to do that. Now, did it go right back in the same spot? Oh, it's so close. It might have gotten a little bit better even.
Yeah, slightly better. I think he's still going to have to come rail first here and kick the 6. But
I don't think he's going to have to go rail
I think he
first.
just has to cut it as much as possible. Stuff his cue ball between the 6 and the rail.
And if anything, you want to hit this. You almost want to stop your cue ball about there because the 6 is going to take off towards that top left-hand corner.
Well, the 6s go straight across, I think, towards the... Well,
oh, it didn't move at all. I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Well, he didn't cut it the right way, so the 6 didn't come out like it would have had he made the combination. So he'll be coming and putting this cue ball behind the 10 someplace, or attempting to. Hit that
a little bit short.
A little bit light there.
I was hitting some balls on this table before the match started, and it just perfectly level. It runs real quick. It was a pleasure to play on, frankly. It's a great table.
Yeah, this table plays real nice. Snug. It's got smaller pockets than a standard 4.5-inch pocket. These are 4 1/4, I believe.
Yep. Okay, so it's a little bit long, but Matt definitely has room to play the 6 in the bottom right-hand corner. You can put a little bit of low outside on this and come round table for the 7. If he doesn't want to go with low, he could also just put a little bit of high ball and then run 3 rails, kind of up near where that break cloth is, and get position on the 7. He did elect to take the longer route, and it looks like he came a little bit short, but that's going to work out in his favor since the 6 is now being blocked. Oof.
Okay, Matt's going to get ball in hand. An opportunity here to clear this up.
Yep, there's really no problems here.
Well, the one issue I see is getting from the 7 to the 8, getting on the correct side of the 8 so that position on the 9 is a little easier.
I believe the 8 goes both past the 9.
It does. It goes past the 10 as well. Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
So he has his choice.
It's just maintaining a proper angle on it so you can... This is a little bit flat. Well, he did great with that one. That's perfect. He's got himself 2 stop shots here to take this first game down.
Oof. It almost feels like nerves. First game.
Left it pretty tricky here. I don't know if this... I don't think it banks past the 10 ball. The cut's obviously super tough. I
think he's going to cut this, go 3 rails, just back and forth.
I think he's going to cut this to the corner. That's a pretty thin cut.
Yeah, I think the cut is the shot
safety
here.
Might be in order.
He's loading up with a little bit of outside.
Well, he went for the safety, but he caught it way thicker than he was intending to. I think he put a lot of left on it, and that squirted it over to hit the ball fuller than he'd planned.
Okay, Matt's not going to waste his second opportunity on that 9 ball. A little bit tough. Might have to break out the bridge here.
I don't like shooting stretch like that. It's a...
Even with an extension, this is pretty much at the limit of what most players are comfortable with.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is all right. His mechanics are fine.
Okay.
Shot.
Matt's going to take the first game, 1-0.
Got away with a little bit there, but still early.
Abe mentioned to us he's going to be messing with his camera a little bit. I think he's trying to reduce some of that glare, and there it goes. Abe, if you could take it down even one more step. It was still a little bit glary.
Check out these sponsors on the screen here. Sawdust Pool Cues, Wetworks Auto Body Garage in Costa Mesa, and Mission Billiards and Barstools.
Sawdust is Jack Tan, right?
Yes. I'll rave about them later.
Yeah, that looks great now, Abe. Perfect.
Pretty good spread. Got most of the balls at the other end of the table now. Nothing dropped. Looks like there's a makeable starter on the one ball. It's a little bit of a cut. The two, that's the two right here in front of the side. Yeah. I like this. I wouldn't mind.
The cut is very natural here.
I wouldn't mind coming to the table with this layout every time.
Even if you do end up nudging the 5 or the 8 on the way out, really it's not a problem.
As long as they don't tie up with something else, yeah. So that's fine. It's going to have to thread a needle to get on the 4 ball a little bit here. Needs an angle on the 3. And he realized that's pretty good angle right there. I think he's going to need to try to fall in this gap between the 5 and 8 here to shoot the 4. I think.
Could also just slow roll the 3 in and drift up towards the 7. If he runs into the 7, it's a pretty good angle to get on the 4 there.
Yeah, that's true. Hit that good.
Hitting the 5 is going to be all right as well.
He's going to have to come around 2 rails for position here.
I don't believe the 6 is going to be in the way at all.
It could be, depending on how you hit it. I mean, it's avoidable.
If you hit it with the low and outside, it's possible you could run into the 6, but I think just no English and you should be able to avoid it.
You switch hands here?
Very, very soft.
So you played, what, bank position?
Frankly, I think he just hit it soft when he was hitting it offhanded. Okay, I don't believe he called that, so it's going to be Matt coming to the table on the 6. This 7-9 is now immediately a problem, though. With this angle on the 6, it's possible he could go 2 rails and try and run into the 9-7. Okay, maybe he sees something else on the 7. Maybe it's got enough separation that it actually does go. It's real close. Might be calling to have a hit be watched here. Okay, let's go back to the side since we got the slow-mo in action here. For anybody wondering, Abe's just taking a video of this and they'll play it back in slow motion if there is a question on the hit.
That looked okay to me.
Yeah, it looked all right.
I've got it. Yeah, show that because you were right up on top of it.
Stephen Lamb, I got your message. I'll get back to you in a little bit after we finish commentating this match. But yeah, I mean, I'll play some sets with you if you want. If you need some robustness.
Yeah, we had a great view of the replay there. It was very obviously a good shot. So play continues.
Okay, he's going to have to move his cue ball a little bit. He's going to have to make sure he stays away from this side pocket on the lower side of your screen. I think you just need to come 2 rails back and forth, probably play for the 9 in the same pocket. He dodged that scratch. Still felt a little thin here. This is a little bit tough.
He's not going to be too bad. He basically wants to play more or less the same shot he just played. Angle's pretty close.
Yeah, just send his cue ball straight across.
Yeah, a little bit of extra work, but shouldn't be too bad here.
Just got to make this cut shot.
Dogged it.
That was a nice way to say that.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe.
It was a thin cut. I mean, it's not an easy shot or anything. That's a good shot. Nice cue ball control there.
Okay, Matt's going to jump out to a 2-0 lead.
James Steins, thanks for trying to make sure that we don't get a lot of viewers tonight. I mean, it's bad enough that you counter program our match, but now you're going to come advertise. That's a little much. Just kidding.
I pretty much think all of pool in Southern California should shut down when we do these matches. Everyone should just show up and watch this.
Even maybe NorCal. I mean,
Like,
post up is kind
Close
of stepping on
the
our toes a
pool
little bit, too.
holes. You know, everything stops. It's Kappa Vortex
even
time.
though they were there first. Oh, got scratched on the break.
Otherwise, he did make 2 balls on the break. So besides the scratch, actually was not too bad of a break.
For those that don't know, James Stein in the chat is talking about a match that's going down in Temecula tonight. Ross Fregoso playing a match against a young man named Rafi Hidalgo. That'll be streamed as well. I'm not going to tell you where. Well, I don't know where, but I probably won't tell you anyway.
Okay, you got to watch out for this 8 ball. You got to put a decent stroke on this to go 1 rail and clear the 8.
Yeah, just draw through there. You can pull it through that angle. Just like that.
Oh, much straighter than I thought. I thought he was going to have to use a rail
Well, he had
for
an
that.
angle, but he put a nice stroke on it. You can yank that cue ball and defeat the angle if it's small enough.
Is he calling the crossbank here? He did, in fact, call the crossbank.
Well, he left it brutal. Daniel, how you doing, bud?
Should be a path to get back on the 6 between the 10-7.
Well, if he has the edge, he'll probably just... Okay, he didn't have the edge.
That's going to come out pretty well.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely hooked him behind the 6 here. So it looks like he has a choice of going 1. I don't know if the 2-railer is available here.
2-railer's definitely available. That's the shot I prefer. So he's calling it back down to the bottom right, which is because he's playing the 2-railer. So, oh wow, he went around it. That one got away from him a little bit. Oh, never did. No, it didn't. Thought he was playing for the 7 for some reason. It's
Oof.
about perfect right there. I grazed that 8-ball, but didn't really hurt him.
Thanks, Daniel. Abe's put a lot of work into this room in the past 6 months to a year. Really trying to get this place to be somewhere people really want to come visit. I think he's done a great job.
For sure. Oh no. Got a little quick on that one. Didn't settle down and take any real practice strokes. He got down and rifled it and paid the price. The shot here, you just want to catch thin. You don't want to hit it full and with topspin at the same time.
Yep, that will kill. It looks like he's going to go rail first and try and go around the table. Yep.
That was a very good shot. Yeah, that's real nice.
Little thinner than he wanted for a right-handed shooter, but still not too terrible.
I still think he can reach it fine. I don't think he has any trouble here. Yeah, this is okay. Yikes.
All right, clawing back. Steve gets on the board. 2-1.
For any of the viewers that didn't catch this last time when we had a match on this table has got a little bit of history to it. It was purchased from a gentleman named Jay Helfert, who is a kind of well known in the pool community as a former pool room owner, a good shortstop level player, and a pool author, and a tournament director as well. He's directed some big professional tournaments. I think he's been involved with the U.S. Open. He's done commentary at the Moscone Cup. Anyway, this table was in his house, and him having a lot of friends that are champion pool players. This table has signatures from a lot of the players that came over and practiced on it. Players such as Shane Van Boning and Carla Beato, Mika Immonen, Manny Chow, Tang Ho,
Santos Jr., I believe I saw signed on that one.
Santos Sambon, Dennis Orcolo. Yeah, so it's got some history to it. So those signatures are in Sharpie along the skirt on the sides of the table. So yeah, it's a little fun fact about it, and so.
Closest I'm ever going to get to any of those guys is being in the same room as a table. They were all once around, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a nice shot to start this set off. Get right down into this rack off. Get right in the middle of the table with a good shot on the 2.
Yeah, Stephen Tang Ho is a very well-known Southern California pool player. Was once runner-up in the U.S. Open 9-ball championship.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. We played some doubles on this table, Abe and I played against Tang and Marshall Jung here. I think it was last Saturday night, I want to say. Just funsies, a little cheap.
Ooh. Tried to pound that one in a little bit hard, and that pocket just rejected it.
Yeah, you got to hit the middle here.
Gonna be a little stretched out again, and he's pretty straight on this 4.
You may have the angle to go forward 2 rails and come out towards the middle. Probably, well, he's drawing his ball, so I guess not.
With how stretched out he was, that's a fantastic bit of speed right there.
Yeah, look at that speed control, I was going to say. But with that angle he had, that he could have also gone forward in the same way, I suppose. But that looked easier. At least he made it look easy. Daniel, these pockets are 4 1/4 inches. All right, so he took his medicine, didn't try to get better on that 7 ball. So this is going to be an interesting shot because its position's not dead natural.
Looks like he's going to go the 2-rail route, try and get shape on the 8, which he's done pretty well.
Yeah, this is workable.
No problem, Lee. Thanks for joining us.
Oh
no.
That a touch. Stephen Lamb, I've seen some matches from POV Pool Daniel Bush's streaming deal, and when Tang Ho and Dave Hema get together in the commentary booth, it's pure gold. Those guys are great together in the booth. It's funny, right? You have to go back and listen to some of that stuff. Yeah, Tang's a funny dude. Good shot there.
Okay, tying this one up at 2 apiece.
They're like on the down low, the one of the funniest commentary duos you can ever hear. I mean, I like listening to what Grady Matthews and oh my goodness, who's the guy? I'm terrible. Or Nick Varner and Buddy Hall. Grady and Bill and Cardona is who I was thinking of. There's been some good ones. But yeah, Tang and Dave Hema are awesome together.
Don't forget about that Laos and Ballon combination. That's a good one, too.
Those guys suck. Yeah, I love going back and listening to Grady and Bill and Cardona insult each other almost nonstop. It's awesome.
I don't know if I ever heard the two of them together. I've heard Billy and Cardona a bunch of times. I'd have to go back and find some. Send me a couple of links if you get a chance for some of the ones that they did. I'd like to listen to it. That sounds like it'd be very entertaining.
Yeah. You have to look up some. They're on a bunch of AccuStats videos. Go to
Are they? Okay.
AccuStats' YouTube page will have a bunch.
Okay.
Bobby Cotton, yeah. Robert LeBlanc and Jay Helfert. I'm going to save that. Yeah.
It's a little bit of an awkward shape on the floor here. You've got your pick as to which pockets you like, but...
Well, again, he didn't put any time into that 3-ball shot. He got down super quick. He was stretched out, over, bridging over the top of the 6-9, and just got down and kind of poked it. And, well, that was a great recovery shot.
I'm really surprised with that action off that last rail there. I thought that would come a little bit straighter.
English. Oh, he put the weird English on it, is why.
That is the second time he's missed that exact shot. That was the shot he missed trying to get down on the 10 ball. He missed that 9 in the first game.
He's hitting those balls too full because he's afraid of the scratch cross side. On both of those shots, he undercut him because he wanted to make sure he got beyond the side pocket on the other rail. It's a tendency you have when you're scared. Obviously, you need to hit the ball full, and you need that English to take. So, the tendency is to want to undercut the shot a little bit. Great stroke.
Absolutely good speed here.
This is going to be one of those shots where you might see a hard force follow with top right here.
To get it to kill off that first rail and roll up the table instead
it'll
of
do a little burnout.
That's a pretty good call. That's very appropriate.
This is the exact shot and angle you want for that. He may not be trying it. He may just be accepting a cut shot on the 7. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
But you're right. That shot laid really well for that. It's almost trick shotty, that one.
Yeah, you get your cue ball to do a big loop-de-loop and go. It'll bounce off that
Yes.
rail next to the 9-ball, and then loop and go forward and hit that same long
It's
rail.
very impressive looking. When you, if you
Right.
start playing a long time, you'll. It's not too tricky of a shot. You just have to put a
It's
real
just a
firm
nice
stroke on
big-
it.
Nice big follow
Yeah.
stroke. And I think he's got himself partially hooked here. I don't think he has. I think the only pocket available to him is the cross-side bank, and I think he just called that. Yeah, he's calling that bank, which is
I
fine.
am not even really convinced that bank is good here. That 9's a big ball.
Yeah, but he's not. He's cutting it more than that to make the bank.
Well, not only that, I mean, after you,
But I
if you
think-
do bank the 8, the shape on the 9, if you don't put any inside on this, is real tough. So you're almost setting yourself up for multiple banks.
See, but look, that's yeah.
See how the cue ball's like, it's gonna. You have to bank the 9 also.
Yeah, I think he could have got there, but wow, and he's basically really sold out here, and this is what you want. Should just roll this one in. It'll be straight in on the 10. Oh, he's missed it. He's left it a little tricky again.
He's taken a fired a couple of bank shots. He obviously likes to bank, so I would imagine. Yep, there we go. See him take another shot at a bank here.
I would agree with you, Judy and Savage. He does have some potential, but I do think you're biased, possibly. Nice shot. No, honestly, Matt is improving pretty rapidly.
For the short amount of time he has been playing this game, I would say it's pretty fair to say he's doing real well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous, really. He's been playing for under 4 years, I believe. Good shot.
Good shot, Steve.
Takes the lead for the first time in the match. So Abe has posted a YouTube channel link. I don't know what that is. It must be. Is that going to be AccuStats, or is that the YouTube link to this video? I don't know. I guess we could probably click on it. And see
We
what
could
it is.
find out.
Dave, can I get 2 cups of ice? Please.
That is just a link to youtube.com. Thanks for that, Abe. I don't know if you meant to, but that link does not go anywhere.
I don't know how to get out of there. Oh. All right, let's take a look at this break. He's breaking from dead straight on. This is what I do. This is what I like here. I mean, you just want going for the fullest hit on the 1 ball possible. You want to pop it with a little bit of power and basically stop your ball. The ball should hop backwards and stop around the middle of the table. You hit it off the side a little bit. It's okay. Made a couple balls.
And shape on the
He's got
1.
One dressed up real nice. I think he's going to need to kind of either draw or stun this with some low left to get back out for the 2 in the same pocket.
Alright, Matt, the ice,
Oh,
yeah, it's like really loud, you crunching.
alright.
Yeah. If there was sound in here, it wouldn't be so noticeable. It's dead quiet in here.
See how he's done. Okay. Yeah, it's gotten enough to make that 2.
Is the side pocket a factor here? I don't.
I'm trying to figure it out myself. I think he
I
can go
think-
before the
Yeah,
side.
I think he's going to beat it. Yeah.
Yep,
It's a good
just
shot.
before it.
Good shot.
A little fast, if anything, but
He's got the proper angle. He just got slightly more of it than he wanted, I think.
he's really looking to dodge the 7 and the 9. He kind of wants his cue ball to come back more or less right where the chalk is sitting now. Could also extend this with a little bit of draw and go towards the 6 instead. Play the other side of the 5.
Just want to make sure you don't touch that 7. Look at that shot. That was perfect. Couldn't have hit that any better. Thank you, Steven. Okay, he doesn't want to fall straight in on the 7 ball, and with this bridge, it's kind of almost destined to happen.
Nope, he's got enough of an angle.
He's got some angle. I don't know if it's as much as he would like.
It looks worse from over here.
Yeah, he's pretty flat. He can work with. I think the best thing to do is probably just roll forward like a foot or two, and just either that or if you try to punch this ball enough to stun the cue ball out to the middle, you better hit it right in the middle of the pocket. That's all I'm saying. Wow, very good shot. Basically perfect right here. He's going to stun off that side rail and a little bit of low right, and he'll be coming right into the line of the 10 ball. Oh, you came across it.
Great speed there.
He's playing well.
Almost a stop shot. Very well done.
Another get out.
Okay,
Mr.
4-2.
Strange takes a 4-2 lead.
Oh, no problem, babe. Thanks for having us, man.
We didn't have anything better to do.
I mean, I did. I don't know about you, but...
Absolutely nothing going on. So, sawdust cues. Let's talk about how great those are.
Okay. I've heard you rant and rave about this guy for...
Okay, well, I'm playing with a sawdust cue. Abe Lim is playing with a sawdust cue. Got one or two other people that I know that have them. And for a custom pool cue, they're made in Singapore, by the way, by a gentleman named Jack Tan. He advertises on Facebook. If you get a chance, check out Sawdust Cues by Jack Tan on Facebook. And feast your eyes on a huge collection of just beautiful pool cues for a price that is impossible to beat for a custom cue.
So I will say, I've never hit with a sawdust cue before today. I was playing with Abe's cue a little bit before these guys got started. Mm-hmm. And it was a very solid, nice hit. I really liked it. It was a pretty good play in cue.
Right. Did it have a carbon shaft, or did you play with the sawdust wood shaft?
That was a carbon shaft.
I'm going to admit that I immediately slapped a Revo on my sawdust cue because I was already playing with a Revo, so I'm not really getting into
That's pretty
hit, but,
normal,
yeah,
though.
I mean, I can't really attest to how the shafts made by sawdust cues hit because I haven't honestly hit with one, but cues are beautiful. They're super nice designs. Good quality. I mean, I got nothing bad to say about them. I really, really like the cues they make.
I like that shot a lot, being able to hold that in front of the 8 and get back for the 4.
Right.
Matt making quick work of this rack. He's basically running around the table. A little too much draw there is going to make this a little bit more touchy than it need to be. You can still go one rail with some draw.
Straight across and straight back. See, no practice strokes again on that. He gets these shots where his body position gets a little bit uncomfortable and he just rushes through them, and that's been his downfall in this match and previous matches. Probably really a habit he's going to need to get under wraps here pretty soon.
It's a good shot by Steve.
Other than that, his cue ball control has been really nice. Most of his ball pocketing's been good, but when he gets in an awkward position, he's been rushing these shots, and it's costing him here.
I'll call it up.
Gonna get a little fortunate with that roll there.
Yeah, I think he got away with that one.
If that
Well,
8 had touched
maybe.
the cue ball at all on the way out, that whole shot changes. Another bank shot coming out of Steve. He's been doing okay with these. Beautiful hit. Beautiful hit.
Well, he's going to pick up this turtle rack here, first of all. So he's got a long... It's not dead straight, and I think he can see enough of it to pocket it, but this is a real tester shot here.
The good news is he really only has to focus on making this. If you make this ball, you're going to get some kind of shot on the 10 here.
Well, I think you need to make it with a little bit more pace than you would normally shoot. If you were just trying to pocket this ball, I think you'd shoot it maybe a little bit softer. But if you want to pocket and get position on the 10, you might have to play it a little bit faster than you were normally comfortable shooting it.
Oof, that's not what you want to see when you miss.
He didn't quite get the roll that Matt did when he missed. Big break for Matt.
All right, clawing back a little bit. 4-3, Steve leading.
Matt's apparently sponsored by Nike. Just kidding.
That would be kind of awesome for Nike to be giving out pool sponsorships, actually.
It would.
Was there ever any progress on getting pool into the Olympics? I know that's been a kind of coordinated effort by a few of the bigger pool companies and production companies out there now. Have you
what's
heard
funny?
anything about that?
I haven't been following that, and look, I love pool as much as the next person, but I don't know that pool belongs in the Olympics, to be honest with you. I just don't see it as an Olympic sport for some reason.
I mean, you could really argue it's not even a sport, period. I mean,
Correct.
so...
But, I mean, if there's other, like, curling is an example of something
To me,
that I don't know is like such a like an aerobic sport, like something.
Golf, I think, is probably the closest analogy that you could argue is not necessarily a sport, but is also in the Olympics.
Is golf in the Olympics?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't know that I believe that we need pool in the Olympics. As much as I'd like to see pool.
Yeah,
get big and
I just
progress,
want it to get there because I love the game, so I'd love to
Yeah,
see
I
it
mean,
get
I
the
love it.
attention, but...
To me, it's like shooting or something. To me, it's very similar to that. It's a game of like hand-eye coordination and definite skill.
There's many
obviously.
shooting events in the Olympics,
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I don't know that shooting belongs in the Olympics. Whatever.
That's for the Olympic Committee to figure out. I was just curious if you'd heard about any progress one way or the other.
Stephen Lamb's got some information on that.
Pool was in the World Games in Birmingham this year. Okay, cool. So there is... I'm glad to hear it. There's progress being made. I really haven't looked... I probably should have done some kind of research before I randomly threw that question out there, but that's good to hear.
I'd be just as happy to see pool events just get big corporate sponsorship and that the best pool players in the world become rich like the best in other sports. You know what I mean? They deserve to at least make a very comfortable living off the ability that it takes to play pool at a high level. Filler 1 gold. Yeah. Filler's an animal. That's just the only way I can put it. Nice
That's
shot.
a great shot right
Nice
there. Speed was on point.
Yeah, real good shot. Yeah, Filler is just an offensive machine. Fedor Gorst, in my opinion, is probably the best player at the moment on the planet. You know, the best all-around pool player.
Oh, interesting. So essentially, once the game gets popular enough to have massive organizations behind it, then they start taking it seriously. I guess that would explain why golf has rocketed its way into the Olympics when some other sports maybe haven't. So that's an interesting perspective I'd never heard before. Does make a little bit of sense that the more money you're drawing in, the more the Olympic Committee would be interested in you, because it means more viewership for them. So,
Judy, it's our pleasure to come here and just share our thoughts while we're watching it. We would be doing this if there was no microphone here. We'd still be watching these guys play, and we'd be whispering to each other exactly what we're saying into a microphone right now.
Pretty much. So, probably a little bit more vulgar version of what we're saying right now, honestly.
This is the friendly version of what we'd be doing anyway. So
clean it up and have you guys join us, and couldn't be happier to do it.
It's good practice for me to be around public type people and see if I can church it up a little bit. Okay. That was not a called shot.
Yeah, I don't think he called that 5.
Matt will have the option to put him back in. He's not going to. I think Matt's going to probably play the billiard on this 7 ball.
Oh, he's going to bank the 1.
He's called the bank on the 1.
Yeah, the billiard on the 7 I'm not so thrilled about, because the 1's going towards the 8.
Well,
this is a good shot. I like that.
Well, I think this run's probably over. I mean,
I don't know. I think he can hit this 2 with enough pace to just come up and down the table. I think this is okay.
It's a super thin cut. It's a tough shot, especially the cue ball kind of on the rail.
This is a 1-pocket shot all day. You see this shot fairly regularly. There it is.
Yeah, you do.
I do. I don't know if good 1-pocket players see it all the time, but I certainly see that one.
I do know that, Judy.
Little bit short on that 3.
Well,
gonna get as much distance as he possibly could, so he's got that going for him. This is a tough one to make. And really, you don't want to hit this that hard, because you would prefer to have your cue ball end up kind of near the 10, even on the second diamond in that general area, which makes pocketing the 3 more difficult.
Oh, no. Yeah, I think he gets out from here.
Surprised at this angle. I would actually like to see the other angle.
Okay, well, he controlled it really nicely.
Yeah, he elected to play it in the corner. My thought was to play it in the side.
He fell a little straight here. Okay, this is starting to get away from him a little bit. He's going to have a long cut shot on the 7. He may have to
jack up a little bit.
Well, he may have to go into the 8 ball after he pockets the 7 here if he wants to hold shape on it. Maybe. We'll see. This is definitely not where you'd put this if you had ball in hand on the 7 ball. Oh, that worked real nice.
Even made the 9 easier.
Yeah.
What a...
Gave himself stop shot
what
position.
a result. He's on the correct side of the 9 to drift down towards the 10. Blink and it's over, folks. What a quick rack. Speaking of our sponsors, we have Joe Delio in the house with us tonight. Joe is from Wetworks Garage. If you need any auto work done, he is the guy to see.
Wetworks Garage is a auto body and collision repair / paint specialist, but they do some customization. They make and install spoilers and ground effects kits. They black out headlights and taillights, among lots of other things. Paint wheels, paint calipers, all kinds of stuff. So if you're looking for a repair, a body or paint repair, or customization to your car, you could do no better than contacting Wetworks Garage. Yes.
Okay, dry brake, so Steve's going to have a pretty open layout here. Shouldn't be too much trouble until you get maybe from the...
Well, this
the
first
3
shot
to
right
the
here,
4?
if you can, what do you like? You like going, what, 2 rails, what, between the 5.6 and then between the 5.8 and out, trying to get on the 2 on the side? I think something like that, but it's
I think you can actually just
delicate.
draw this ball a little bit and kind of kill it there, go drift towards the 5.
Okay. Well, that was as good as anything I had in mind.
Should be able to play something relatively close to a stop shot here. Get pretty good shape on the 3.
Maybe pull back to about where you are.
Oof.
It's just enough. Now he just got to clear that 10. He'll play the 4 on the side. I think he has an angle where he can go forward and just bounce up about where the 3 is now, right?
Yep,
So,
that's what I'm seeing as well. That'll do it. It's very close. Get a better angle. Oh, he's absolutely got room to hit that 4. This is not a very good angle anymore to look at, but
fine. If you can just roll forward and follow straight in on that 5, you'd be in good shape. Wow.
Let's see how he did.
So he's called the bank shot here. Long rail bank. Came up a little funny on the 5 ball.
Looks short.
That was quick. Did he donate it or just accidentally leave it here? I'm not sure.
What do you think about people that play with the hat facing forward like that? I've never been able to do that.
I know they should be shot.
I know a few people that do it, but
yeah, I don't. I used to play a little bit with a hat on. I think it would bug me now. Yeah, just whatever you're used to.
I guess it's just I always thought it kind of blocked a little bit of my vision. I had to move my head too much.
Yeah, I couldn't do it now, but I know a few people that do it all the time.
Hit that one a little bit too thin. Got away from him there. Matt's going to have a really good opportunity to get out here. Getting from the 8 to the 9 is a little tiny bit tricky, but not too bad.
Oh, this is going to be long and straight. This is going to be tough here. He's put himself in some trouble.
Yeah, quite straight. Now he's... Can he play the stop shot and have enough
Well,
on
I
the
think
9
he can,
to make
if he
it.
can draw back and get back to like the middle of the table, I think that's still cuttable. Well, he went way
Wow,
over there.
was able to generate a lot of angle on that shot.
Okay, he needs to take a couple practice strokes on this one. This is the type of shot where he gets down and shoots quick. Can't afford that here. Yeah, that's more like it. Perf. It's much better taking the time. And it pays off. Takes a 6-4 lead. And Mission Billiards and Barstools. Mission Billiards and Barstools are the gentlemen that were responsible for setting up the original table for the Vortex. That was the Gold Crown that used to be here. Abe enlisted another group of high-end table movers and mechanics to get this diamond in here, which consists of the two you're listening to right now, Abe and Marshall and Jeff. Marshall Young and Jeff Nesbahal. We all went over to Jay Helford's house and hauled this table over here and set it up and leveled it, and it plays great. Not to toot my own horn, but beep.
Feel like I should leave you a voicemail now.
Yeah. No, actually, Abe went back and fine-tuned the leveling after, because we put it on top of like a rug, so we gave it some time to settle in. Abe dialed in the leveling of the table, and it rolls as straight as any table I've ever seen. So.
Straighter than most tables I've ever seen, actually.
Right.
So this is a little bit unfortunate off the break. Doesn't have
I think
a
he's going to bust
clean
out the
shot
jump.
on the
I think he's going
one.
to jump this. I don't even think he's going to push out here.
I don't know if Jay's planning on moving or not. I don't know him that well.
I don't think so. I think he was talking about just maybe downsizing, moving into a smaller condo or a apartment shop. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you.
Oh, why is the...
Yeah.
Try that again. I don't know why the logo's popped up again. There it goes. Okay.
So he did go after that jump shot and drilled it. Now I think we're going to see a 310, attempt at a 310 combination.
Do you like the combination? Or do you like the billiard?
I like the combination better than the billiard, I think. I'd have to be looking at it from where
I
he is.
think that the billiard has a chance to make the... No, you have to hit it a little too thin.
Paper thin to get in between there. But he went after it.
Yeah, he did go after the billiard. Okay.
And he didn't hit it thin enough.
I see what you're saying, though, because had you played the combination, you might have been able to run your cue ball back up towards that 6-8.
Right.
Right, yeah, I see that.
But I think that was also a very thin cut on the 3 from where he was looking.
About as thin as the Garum, maybe. I mean, it really could have been just as thin both ways.
Yeah, but to get enough power on it to make the combination, you'd have to hit it hard. Probably, I don't think you'd be able to hold your rock. Look at that shot.
Good bank. Been seeing a bunch of those out of Steve tonight. Must really like playing bank-related games.
I'm not ultra familiar with Steve's game, but I mean, it looks like he's playing pretty well to me.
Very fortunate result there. Had to bump both balls to get a shape on the 6. There you go. Abe's mentioning the guy that did the final work on the table. I don't know Steve in general, but shout out to Steve. Thanks.
Abe has been raving about the craftsmanship that guy showed when he was doing putting the new cloth on the table. Abe said a lot of great things about him, so knowing Abe the way I do and his level of like attention to detail and the stuff that he does around the house, I take that as pretty high praise and would recommend Steve just based on that alone. If you need any table leveling or moving or work done, contact. I don't know how to say that. Is it Listicow? I don't know how to say the name, but
I'm not gonna butcher it twice. I'll just let you have that one.
Contact that guy. The guy that's spelled out there in the chat if you want your table fixed right.
Okay, the position looks like it's kind of natural to get back on the 7. The speed is going to be the most important factor in the shots. You're coming kind of against the angle on the 7 as you approach it.
Good shot. Came a little too hot.
Yeah, that's what I meant about the speed. You're coming across the line that you want, so you have to be very particular with the speed.
Teaches students what? He's an instructor. Is that a pool instructor? Or?
I'm willing to bet he's a scuba instructor. Ooh, fortunate with that 7 laying so close to the rail there. I don't know if it's going to be able to play in the side. My gut says no.
Was he playing that cross corner bank?
I think he was trying to shoot the 7 up towards the break cloth there, that center diamond, and then hit it a little bit too full.
I see. Teaches pool to high school students. I want to go to that high school. Uh-oh. He's going to get tree topped here. This is going to be tough. Wonder if we have a shot from... Alright, so it doesn't look like the 9 passes the 10 in the corner. I don't see a benefit to pocketing the 8 ball here.
He did not try.
That's a good shot there.
It's
great,
gonna lay
great
right
speed.
on the rail.
Great speed.
I want to say it's maybe a ½ inch off the rail, but damn close.
I like banking this 8 into the 9 here, maybe. Something like that.
It's something like that indeed.
Danger. I think we're going to see an attempt at a 10 ball, maybe. Or he could just shoot through the gap and play the safety.
That's what I'm thinking. I think he's going to try and put that cue ball between the 9 and the rail and try and lock it up that way. Was not successful, but the 8 did duck behind the 10. Question is how much of that 8 he can really see. Does he have enough to shoot it up into the corner? If he does, he might be able to dodge the side. No, he did not.
That didn't work out so hot. But position's tough here.
Do you like going forward 3 rails to shoot the 9 in the top right-hand corner, or do you like to draw 2 rails to come back?
I think if I'm playing this 8 ball, I'm drawing up into that upper left corner, and like you say, draw 2 rails. But that's a big stroke. I mean, it's hard to pocket the ball.
You know, the other shot here, you might even be able to hit this 2 rails and come between the 9-10. Oh, elected to just try and put some distance on him again.
That's a smart shot. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a containing shot.
He might even cut the 8 off entirely here.
He might thin the left side of the 8 and get the cue ball back to where it is now. Like this. That's perfect. I mean, what a great shot. He might fall in the gap, but that's still a very good shot. I think he left
I
a
think
shot.
the gap is available here. Rail first. Let's take a look at it back here again.
This looks tight. Looks makeable.
Plenty of room.
Just needs to make that same shot he just made on the 8 ball again, and he should be home free.
You don't have to worry about the speed as much, too, because the 10 plays in the side so easily, really. Like you said, just make the 9.
And he didn't. That was a difficult shot.
Okay, Matt extending his lead a little bit, 7-4.
I want to say that's 5 consecutive games for Matt.
Let's.
Was he down 4-2?
4-3.
He was down
3.
2-1. Okay.
Matt got the first 2, and then it was 2-2. He got the lead.
So it was 3-2.
3-2. I believe it was 3-3, then 4-3. Could have been 4-2. I wasn't paying that close of attention. Either way, couple wrecks in a row for Matt. Take a look. So Matt doesn't seem to like your break. He prefers what I do, which is slightly off center, and then the top sending the cue ball to a side rail and trying to kill it off that. I much prefer that break.
Okay.
His ran a little bit loose on him and went all the way back across the table, but pretty good break overall.
Is that the 1 ball up there or the 9?
That's the 1 up there. He made the 9.
Okay. Well, then this lay's pretty good. He might. This is the 2 down here, right? Yeah. This might be pretty natural.
Overcut it.
Overcut it a bit, but. This doesn't look makeable from here. Well, he's calling it. Is he going to masse around the 3 or?
If he does, that's a tall order there. Looks like that's what he's lining up in particular.
Well, he's going the other way.
You've got to hit so little of that 1 ball.
Or catch a double kiss like he almost did. Awkward position.
Yeah, a little bit stretched out. At least got to get the extension for this one to give himself a chance to get a full stroke on it.
I know he doesn't love shooting with the bridge, so he's gonna go left-handed here.
That's a lot of stroke for an offhanded shot.
I got no chance of stroking the ball, but he hit it pretty good.
No problem at all. Great shot offhanded. I gotta hand it to him.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. I'd be lucky to make contact with a cue ball left-handed if I shoot in that stroke.
Come on, baby.
This is thin. A little bit.
Believe he wanted to play the 4 in the side. That ran a little long.
Well, this felt okay.
Are you shooting out towards the 7 ball here and try to play the 5 in the bottom right-hand corner? Oh, wow. He was able to come right back into the 8 and get perfect position.
Wow.
Great hit.
How much angle he's got. Still hard to tell. Well, that's great.
So he's definitely going to be going 1 rail. I think he's debating whether he wants to put a little inside on this to hold it, or if he wants to go out between the 8-10.
So, I draw this. I just stun this to the middle of the table. Right? Play this in the side pocket, right? And can't you just do this with some draw and get straight in on the...
Yeah, you could go that way too.
Looks doable.
My initial impression is to go forward with this, actually, like he did.
Ish.
Oh, it's barely going to stay up.
Oops. Well, he's going to call the bank shot, I think. So, without having called anything, it looks...
Nope, he called the side pocket. I actually heard him from here, believe it or not.
So he's cutting this into the side. Okay. So, I think this is He's going to try it, but the chances are that if he misses it, he's going to miss it short and send his 8-ball up to the middle of the long rail. And I think his cue ball, he's going to try to put his cue ball behind the 10 someplace and play short side position on the 10, trying to kind of get a safety. Look at this. Okay.
Very close to making that ball.
Overran it, but left the 8-ball good, and this is a tough shot. I mean, it's makeable, so I think he's going to have to shoot at it, but this is tough. But this was as much the intended result of that 8-ball shot as actually pocketing it. With the exception, I think he wanted the cue ball behind the 10.
Fortunate kiss there.
Pretty friendly kiss, yeah. Great cue ball.
Good
enough
cue ball. Speed.
Good cue ball. I think he's well.
Not frozen.
I couldn't tell if he said it's froze or it's not froze. Looked like the wave of his hand said not, but I don't think it's going to be an issue on this shot. Uh-oh. That's no good. Different than I would have done, but definitely effective.
You know, on brand new cloth like that, the ball draws real nice and easy, so you got a whole lot of room. You've got 3 feet to play with, you know, angle wise on that. So I don't dislike that shot at all.
Yeah.
Continuing his run, scores 8-4, Matt. We've run out of sponsors. Quick, somebody else. We need more sponsors to talk about between the wrecks.
Go get yourself a sawdust pool cue. At least check out their Facebook page.
Okay, so last time he hit this a little hard and the cue ball came back where his elbow is. Interesting. This time he elected to hit the left side of the 1 ball.
I don't want that anyway.
Nothing went down.
You don't say.
Let's say if you get a second, please take a second and share this stream if you get a chance. Also, if you see the ticker at the bottom of the screen, we don't push the issue too much, but any donations, if you're up for that sort of thing, is greatly appreciated. You'll see the PayPal and Venmo information coming across the ticker now. Abe has invested a decent amount of money and effort into putting this all together, and does a great job. He's got a nice setup here, and I think people will be thrilled to come here and play now that we've got the table recovered, the air conditioning. This is a super high quality table with really nice conditions to play in here. So if you want to match up, also contact Abe Lim or contact the California Pool Action Vortex on Facebook, or contact me or Mark Ballin, and we can help you put a match together. If you want to call somebody out, come down here and get in the pit. Thank you, Judy.
Looks like he's hooked him here behind the 5. I have a feeling he's going to go for the jump cue, but I am not a fan of jumping this.
This isn't bad because the one's not super close to a rail, and he's pretty handy with his jump cue. I think he can just come over here and kind of land on top of this. I just don't know what he's got. Is he calling the 7? He might go after the bank on the 7. Maybe he's trying to bank the 2 into the 7.
Might roll
Might
well.
be getting away with that. Not quite. I think this is makeable. And all you got to do is stop this here, and you got a 2-7 combination.
You know, Mike, if you can talk somebody into it, we'll host the game. Whatever way you can talk them into.
I'll tell you what, you can. You could probably get the 6 out from Robbie Capito. He'd probably be happy to try that match. I watched him give a 700 Fargo the 7 out playing 10 ball at Griff's weekend before last, and the 700 Fargo lost 10-3.
Ooh.
Getting the 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ooh.
It was unbelievable how good Robbie plays. Look at a nice stroke there. Good shot. Not quite going to get... Well, that's pretty good, actually. That's not bad at all. I think I just like a little bit of right English here. Go straight up the table and play the 4 down in this lower left. Yeah, he overcut that a touch.
Hit that one a little too thin.
I'll tell you what I'll do for you, Sosa. If you want to play me, you can get the first break.
Very generous of you. Very generous. Although, Mike, you also didn't mention it, and I'm effectively retired too, so you can give me as much weight as you want, no problem.
Sosa, I heard you... yeah. I heard you sold off all your stuff.
This is going to be difficult being jacked up like this.
Yeah. I could just try to cut the 3 to the 8 or something here. Just try to leave it tough. Oh, how about just pocketing the ball? That shows you what kind of fear I have in me.
Is Jenny Craig still around? Do they even exist anymore?
I don't know. I haven't seen them advertising or anything, but that may just be comedy. I don't know.
Oh, I think it was absolutely just the joke. It just made me wonder if the organization was even still around.
Well, Matt's going to pull himself to within 1 game of the hill here.
Looking very comfortable now. A little bit more success this time. 1 ball down on the break.
Yeah, got a hanger on the 1. Decent little angle. Think he'll go forward 2 rails around the 2 ball. Maybe. Well, maybe straighter than I thought.
See if we can take a look at it from here.
I think he might be. Well, the 2-8 doesn't even look playable. Okay, he tried to.
Hey, ball.
It didn't work. Rhonda, this is Mike Louse and Mark Ballin.
Wow, I want to say
I
he
think
called
he
the
called-
eights,
yeah, I don't-
right?
Yeah.
He did make the 4 a little bit more difficult. However, you can play the 4 off the
Yeah.
8 now, so see how well he can get on to the 4 ball here. If you're going to use some inside on this 3, that makes it a little more difficult. Yeah, that 5 can become a big ball.
So he's going to cut this in. Good shot. Hi, Rhonda.
4 on the side.
He has called the 4 in the sides. We're going to see that play off the 8s.
He drew it too much. Left himself a little tough.
And he's
So-
tied to 7 up.
So he's going to try to twist this in. Probably play position for the 6 in the side. I don't know.
He might just go ahead and
Might
try
to
and break them up
try to hit
now.
this right now.
Yeah.
He's going to fall awful tough on the 6 if he goes into these balls right here.
Is he playing the bank on the 5?
Yep.
Interesting choice. Okay.
Well, did you look at... Let's see how if there's a combination here. There is
I
not.
don't believe there is. So he might just be playing bank shape. Yep, he's just going to go ahead and
Try
play
to
bank on the 7
Bank
also.
the 7 cross side. Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
If he makes this, he should be able to hold for the 8 just fine.
He didn't.
Okay, it's a great opportunity for Steve. Absolutely needs to capitalize on this shot. This rack in particular.
I think this lays okay. Problem is, I think he's going to kind of fall a little bit long and straight on the... And he probably needs to watch out for the cue ball in the side pocket over here.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe he would shoot some draw on that one and just come one rail. But it worked out just fine.
I think he's got enough angle to go forward. Yeah, this is fine. Nothing wrong with this. Needs that to sit. Yeesh. This is not the shot you want to be shooting when your opponent's about to get on the hill. Gonna have to keep still on this one. Nice shot.
Good shot. Did you happen to find out if either of these players are interested in playing a second set should they lose?
No, I didn't find out. I would almost bet money that Matt would play another set if he happened to lose from here. I don't know that Steve will unless he's able to close this gap before the end of the match. Or maybe if he feels like he hasn't played up to his best standard or something like that. I think he's playing okay, right? I mean, I don't think he's playing bad. It's just
I don't really have I mean, yeah, he's not playing terrible. I don't have a frame of reference for his overall skill level. This is the first time I've seen him play.
yeah, I'm not that familiar. Like I said, I don't think he's playing poorly. It's just Matt's got a few extra opportunities.
Bunch of balls flirting with the pockets there. Nothing wanted to drop.
Matt's going to chop this in, go after the 2-3 combination. He's going to try to chop it in, a little thin.
Third time he's that exact same cut, and he's hit it a little bit short each time.
Mm. Wow.
Little close for comfort there. But should be able to just roll forward a tiny bit. That's a little straighter than he wanted, but it'll
I would
probably
have come.
be okay
I would have tried to
here.
come out 6 inches off the.
Oh,
rail.
I was actually thinking of playing it just frozen on the rail.
Yeah, I know. You can
Drift
go either
forward.
angle, but
Okay, he still had enough to get out to the center of the table.
he's gonna be. He might be using a bridge on this shot.
Maybe he's going to be stretched out for sure. Depends on how much that 7 is in the way. Nice little over-the-shoulder view.
Yeah, just a little draw on this. I like trying to get just about parallel with the 6. That's
A little
that's,
too
that's
far.
okay too. Yeah, that's yeah.
Might not want to put that bridge away just yet.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little tough here because now you got to. If you want to get good shape on the 7, you're gonna have to hit this a little softer than is super comfortable with the bridge. Tendency is going to be to undercut this a little bit, trying to hold your cue ball. So you overcut it.
Might get a little bit of a tap off the 10. No, it didn't.
Yeah, I think Matt's going to be able to handle this pretty easy. I think he has a good angle to just get off that end rail there and be straight in on the 7 and the side. Whoa.
Was able to draw it. I'm surprised. I thought he was going to have to put a little top inside and go
Right.
2 rails to get the same shape, but that's going to work well. Should be able to just put a little bit of stun and come out to the table for the 8. He's overrun that by a good 2 feet.
Yeah, that was a little bit of an errant shot right there.
Good recovery shot. Would imagine we're going to see him shoot the 9 in the top left corner and just try and kill his cue ball as close to the rail as he can. And just take a little bit of a tougher shot on
The
the
problem
10.
with this one is like the natural kind of pure stroke for this drags your cue ball right in the side pocket. So you're going to have to hit a little higher on the cue ball than you normally would, and then your cue ball runs off. Okay, he's left this. I still like him to make this one, but it's a little thin. Good shot.
Good shot. Matt gets to the hill.
So go check out Mission Billiards and Bar Stools if you needed a table, some chairs, a pool table light. I don't know what all they sell there, but I know they will move and set up your table for you. Sure, they do a fine job as well. Actually, I know they do.
Hey, Chuck, how you doing?
Probably fixed that.
Chuck, what do you give Mike Sosa? He's looking for weight. Good shot.
It's pretty clever. If he was able to tie up the 5-10 was the only thing that really would have made that shot even
So
better.
if Steve has a jump cue, this is the shot that it was designed for. Oh, he can see the edge of it. Never mind.
Yeah, he might be able to
I
see the
thought he
whole
was it.
thing. Okay.
Well, that went okay. I think he was trying to hit it a little bit thinner and get his cue ball behind the 6, but I think he caught it a little fatter than he was trying to.
I like trying to...
He's going to rifle the 2-rail, 1-pocket shot here around the 3 ball. That didn't work.
That shot was not available. I don't think that had any chance of going.
He just wanted one for the highlight reel before this match is over. Chuck, you're terrible at matching up. You're terrible at getting paid, too.
Oh, man. Talk about hitting him when he's down.
Little reminder to Mr. Franco, if you're out there. I don't mind taking it public at this point. Some BS.
Yeah, that's the bad side of pool. Occasionally you get some dishonest people, and this game's known for that, unfortunately. It's not the game's fault. It's just the people.
Look at this shot. Look at this shot. Holy
Absolutely
cow.
freeze him.
That was a work of art right there. Hi, Sandra.
So this is going to be a real sticky spot if he can't make contact with this one, and I'm not seeing a really clear way to get to it no matter what here.
I suspect that if Steve was to get ball in hand, he'd be going after this 10 ball here. I mean, obviously, there's no future in... We're trying to run this out. Judy's saying that she's bad at matching up as well.
Awfully good at that. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you could try and take a smack at this 110, but it's real
You could also
thin.
play
And you're not
3
getting,
fouls.
Yeah, I'm thinking I like the 3 foul a lot more.
Yeah, I don't see what he's doing here.
I think he's trying to make the 8 get a rail.
So he's trying to chip some stuff.
I think he was trying to
open.
get on the top of the 9
9,
and then make
okay.
the 8 hit a rail.
Okay.
Call it 10 over there.
Well,
Yeah.
is he? I think he's just called the 10. He's going to try to play this billiard.
Yeah, this one I like a little more.
Well, he just kind of splashed the pot there. I don't know what he left. I mean, left something on the, maybe a combination on the 8, I guess. Oh, man. Okay.
Okay, we're going to see Matt go to the air here almost for sure.
Oh, boy.
Wow, that was
Okay, well,
a little unpredictable there. And with the position that he's in, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go ahead and line up on this 110.
I'll tell you what. I mean, honestly, I don't think I
necessarily
play
like
this
it
so far.
Yeah,
I
But
know a lot of
it's-
a lot of people would play it, but
it's not a terrible shot. Yeah,
good
there you
shot,
go.
good shot. But the table laid so open, you know.
It did, yeah.
If you can get to the 2 to the 3, everything else.
I'm a
seems-
huge fan if there's any sort of other problem on the table. But when the whole table is open, maybe he's just not feeling the run out, and it was pretty close. So
Well, the 2 was buried in the hole, and the 3 would have been a little bit awkward to get on the 3, maybe. But
it's neither here nor there. Made the ball. Moving on.
yeah, very good shot.
Judy, I believe these get saved to the Facebook group.
Yeah, that's correct. This will be available for rewatching. It's pretty much immediately after this is over. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it doesn't take long. Couple of minutes at most.
Right.
Danny Case uses the Fargo rating now, Chuck, so that would be the Fargo spot.
That was a great break. I think he has angle just so he could roll forward and play the 2 on the opposite side. I think. I'm wrong. I think he can draw back and play the 2 on the same side. Just like so.
Should be able to go ahead and run into the 6 immediately after this and keep yourself for the 3.
It would have been a lot better had he run into the 6. He fell thin here, position.
Yeah, he's going to now have to go 2 rails to get shape on the 4, like you see him lining up now.
This is going to get super tough if he comes a hair short, even if he still has a shot. If he gets in a spot where he needs to play like 3 rail position from the 4 to the 6, it's going to get a little dicey. Oh, you overcut that. And sold out, pretty easy angle here. This will be something along the lines of a stop shot, I think.
I think he can go ahead and roll forward past the 10 to try and get a little bit more shape on the 7, but
I don't think he wants to do that. Yeah, okay. This could get funny if he ends up a little bit on the wrong side of the 8. But he didn't. Got great.
Oh my god.
0 practice strokes. He just gets quick at certain points.
I think he gets excited. He
Yeah.
could feel the out, and he just walked up and smacked at it.
Judy, I'm going to need you to put him on restriction after that one. He's grounded.
Okay, this is a must-win situation for Steve here.
Yeah. Left the cue ball in a terrible spot.
It's a really tough shot, whichever way you elect to go.
Yep. I almost like banking the 9 to where the cue ball is now. Oh, it's not bad either.
He did not hook him, but he has, again, left a lot of distance, and this is also a tough shot.
I think he's only left him the right hemisphere. Oh, he's called the bank shot, so you can see this at least full in the face. This is trouble. I think this might be, this could be it. Okay.
Coming out again. See, tell yourself long enough, and it eventually starts happening.
Maybe I can get here.
Like that, I won't.
Good
shot.
shot. clawing back into this one by the skin of his teeth. Steve is hanging around. 10-7, Matt.
Hanging around.
Can't get rid of him. He's got alligator blood.
That's not bad.
I might have seen that movie once or twice.
Got Marky KGB in the car.
Did I just finally earn a nickname? I'll take it.
2 hours now.
Yeah, to myself, quietly. I haven't said a word to you while you're
Oh, no. You're,
because your headphones are in.
your voice is a lot louder than you think it is.
Then I haven't said a word while you're shooting.
I didn't say anything while you're shooting, bud.
Well, I hope you run it back then. And we could quadruple the money.
I'm not trying to talk anything right now. I'm just saying, I've been hearing it the entire time. I just made comments to it, that's all. I'm allowed to do that, just like you're allowed to sit there and talk with your headphones on.
Outside, cross corner.
Hey, Julian. He's getting into the KGB routine too. Pay him.
Pay that man his money. That's a great scene. It really is. I love that scene.
It is.
DM is a direct message, by the way, Judy.
Slow down.
Which I believe you can do by just clicking on the Kappa Vortex in the chat, and it should pop up with a
There'll
message.
be
there.
a window in there that says send message. Good shot by Steve there. Nice hit.
It's gonna get fortunate? No. Okay. I believe that 3 goes past the 9. It does.
Definitely goes. Good speed.
Wow, just nicked that 3 on the way in.
Did it move?
Oh, it moved. Very close. It's quite hard for a safety attempt. He got his cue ball where he was aiming, but it's almost safe. With being jacked up
Yeah.
over like that and also stretched out, it's an incredibly difficult ball to hit.
Yeah, nothing easy about this.
Yeah, that's about as well as you could expect that to go.
I think you could hit this full enough with the right amount of spin. You could kind of hold the 3 there, but get your cue ball twisted up to the other end rail by the chalk, like maybe behind the 4 and the 10 or something like that.
He's called the bank. I think he's just taking the aggressive line here.
I see. That's probably going to cost him. I think Matt will try to go 2 rails, pop out between the 6 and the 5. No, just run into the 6. That works.
It's going to be very fortunate. So he should be able to dodge the 7 here and just go between the 7 and 8 and come back up
Yeah.
for the 5 and the
Go
side.
forward off that short rail, try to fall straight into the 5 and the side. Something like that. Oh no.
the right idea. We would have gotten decent shape on the 6.
Oh, that's ideal angle on the 6. I don't know if that's makeable.
I think he can still see that. Ooh, maybe not.
I don't think he can make
If
it.
he
can cross
can't,
it.
he might be able to just play this.
He's going to cross bank it.
I was thinking he might be able to play a little bit of a stop shot and try and get the 5 up near the
I'm
the
not
8.
100% sure that this could be cross banked without a double kiss. It's close. It might be able to be.
You'd have to put either a lot of inside or a lot of outside if you were going to try and do that.
Oh no.
Didn't
No,
want.
no. All right.
Well, this is Matt's opportunity to close out the set. Basically wants the same angle he tried to give himself on the 6 earlier here.
And that's not it. That's too straight. I think.
I think he's okay here. I believe he's under it. I think he can draw back and get to the right side of the 7. Ooh, could not, but he's going to get a good rub on the 9.
Okay, he's going to play the 7-8 combination. Probably not what he had in mind when he started out with ball in hand, but it'll work. Pretty good. Should be just good enough to fall about straight in on the 10 ball here. Pretty sure this is going to do it.
That will do it for the first set. Matt takes it down 11-7.
The
CQ's breaking down, so I don't think we're doing this again.
Yeah, that might be it for us tonight, folks.
We appreciate everybody tuning in.
Yeah, we had a really good showing today. There's about 30-something of you all evening. Thank you very much for spending some time with us on a Friday. And once again, this has been the California Pool Action Vortex. We'll hopefully be bringing you guys many more streams.